morning. It is Jeff Mudflap and the gang on a nice, thundery, rainy morning to start the week off. Nothing wrong with that. Colleen, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
We're not, what did we decide?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Yeah, so say that together, though,
Yeah.
right? Not too bad. All right, we'll get there. We'll get there. The week. It's
Monday.
It's a new. Yeah, it's Monday. It's the day is your issue this morning. It's Monday. That's the way it goes.
Monday.
But you know what? I teed that bad boy, and everything's good now.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
What did you do to it?
Well, I teed it.
Oh, you IT'd it.
Information technology, IT guy. Yeah. I teed that.
Yeah.
You know
what
what I'm saying.
Yes.
Is our IT guy back today?
No, I don't think.
Still on vacation?
Let's see. What does it say? Return to the office Monday, May 5th. Yeah, he is back today. Yeah. Thank goodness. Yeah.
May the 5th be with him.
Yeah. It seems like he's been gone a while, doesn't it?
Well, he deserved that time off. I wonder if he had a big party yesterday.
Yeah, because May the 4th. I mean, he's more of a Star Trek guy, but still,
True.
he did do some things on his vacation that were
with
Star Wars.
That's right.
So you're right. He might have had a May the 4th be with you kind of thing. Now, but he is back today, and thank goodness, because with this situation with we've got something's going on today. Don't you love when you get like a memo at work and they say something about, yes, coming up on so-and-so day, we'll be redirecting the IPs and making some changes in the thing. Please be aware and have your work done ahead of time because, and they always say something like, it'll probably take about 30 minutes to an hour, which is code for it will be a disaster and it will take all day. That's my experience.
If you're
with that
lucky.
stuff. Yeah, it's always something like that. But anyway, so yeah, we got something going on there. I don't really know, but other than that,
Okay.
yeah, it was nice this morning to wake up to the sound of thunder.
Yeah.
Lightning. I woke up and I was like, did I just hear thunder? Did I? So I pull up the radar thing and I was like, oh wow, and there's a storm coming in because the one yesterday, it was heading here and I thought, oh, here we go, and then it got right outside of Lubbock and it just dissolved and went away. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's
Welcome
kind
to
of
the
how
bubble.
that goes. I know, isn't that crazy? The bubble, the Lubbock bubble. It's fascinating how many times that happens. Where a storm will be coming, and either it will die or it will split and go north and south or something like that.
Yep. That's so true.
We boring you over there? Colleen's over here yawning already. Wow. Better move on. That's a sign. Move on. Move on. No. I know, Monday. But you know what?
Cinco de Mayo. Arriba!
It's Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, yeah.
So
I like
kind
it.
of cool. Yeah. Yeah, Cinco de Mayo. Always a fun day.
It is. It's a nice, fun day to celebrate.
It's a lot better when it falls on a weekend, though.
Yeah, I guess. Or a Friday. Yeah, Monday Cinco de Mayo is probably the day that you don't really want to. Right. But I guess it does. You could argue it makes Monday more fun, though. Mm-hmm. Monday's a tough day, but now it's Cinco de Mayo. Woohoo!
Well, there's a parade
Sound like the
Saturday. And
Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Cinco de Mayo, yeah, you celebrate, tacos, beer, tequila, margaritas, Yeah, this is always one of those interesting days. It was the Battle of Puebla is what is celebrated on Cinco de Mayo. But what's fascinating is they say it's actually a bigger holiday in the United States than it is actually in Mexico. Because it's not like Mexican Independence Day or any big thing like that. It's just they won the Battle of Puebla over like the French or something, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I think it's become a cultural phenomenon for a day to just celebrate. By drinking tequila and margaritas and things like that, and eating tacos and having fun and
Why
just,
not?
Just having a fun day. So whatever it is,
we're doing it.
We're gonna celebrate it, aren't we?
That's right.
That's right. It's also National Hoagie Day. Yeah, Sandwich Day. Yeah, you got to think Hoagie Day. They got to be rethinking that. Hey, which one of you had the bright idea to do this on Cinco de Mayo?
Right.
You really think we're going to get any love on Cinco de Mayo with a freaking hoagie?
Chickens!
Yeah, somebody got fired over that one, but it was too late. It's also Revenge of the 5th. See, yesterday, May the 4th, as you mentioned there, Colleen, Star Wars fans. But anyway, yeah, today is Revenge of the 5th. Or something. So, yeah,
I think it's supposed to rhyme with Because
Sith, maybe, yeah, the
There
Sith,
yeah.
I think, yeah. Yeah, I thought, do you see over the weekend, I guess, yesterday, the White House put out it was an AI-generated thing of Trump with a lightsaber. And, I feel like there is not anything that Donald Trump can do. It doesn't matter what he does. There's just this group of people who are going to criticize and parse every single thing down to the granular level of every single thing. It's like he comes out with that thing yesterday. It was just fun. It's May the 4th, hey, okay, they do this thing. People start, just railing on it with, well, that's a red lightsaber. Is he a Sith? Is that what he's saying? Is he a Sith? Is he the bad guy? Or he's not the resist? I mean, it's like, gosh, people, it's stupid Star Wars. It's not even real. I know you Star Wars people think it's real, but it's not. It's fake. It's a movie. It's not real, and it's okay. It's going to be just fine. But it doesn't matter what he does. Do you remember the days when there'd be a president and you'd have the election and everybody go, okay, well, whatever. They get back to work and you just didn't think about it every day. You just lived your life. And you didn't really think about any of it until the election came around again. And then you started going, there's an election. Okay, who am I going to vote for? Started getting into it again. But now it's like 24/7 all the time, every single little thing. It's like, can we not just unpucker for 5 seconds and just let something go for a minute and just live a little bit of life with something else other than nonstop, just all the time?
We like to pucker.
Apparently we do. I don't know, but it is just unreal. The time that people spend looking at an AI-generated photo of something for fun on May the 4th and trying to make some big thing out. It's just like, what are we doing? I don't know. It's all of it. Both sides. It's nonstop all the time. But But did I mention
Cinco de Mayo?
Woo! Yeah. Woo! So there you go.
Let's go. Hey, turn it up.
Jeff, Mudflap, and the Gang, featuring Colleen, 96.3 KLLL.
Yes, but you calling sick?
Oh, I'm sick.
Yeah, not you.
Oh, I'm sick.
You're already here. I'm not buying it. Yeah,
okay.
not buying it. Saw this over the weekend. See how y'all feel about this. A lot of people like pineapple on pizza is always a thing that's a big debate.
Yeah.
I personally like Canadian bacon and pineapple on pizza. That is a great pizza right there, and I don't mind saying it.
Well,
Come at me. I don't even care. I like it.
Come at me.
And my son Colton's girlfriend likes pepperoni with pineapple. So when we had the pizza party the other weekend,
it was different.
I tried it, and it actually wasn't too bad because the pepperoni was spicy and the pineapple was sweet. So it really kind of
It does. It's a nice combo, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I did. I think I did have a piece of that one actually, and that was good because typically I've always had Canadian bacon and pineapple, and I'm like, I'm cool with that. I don't order that often, but anytime I've had it, I'm like, this is pretty good. Some people hate it. Well, anyway, this lady posted something about the pizza she was having, and it sparked this huge debate online. She posted her pizza, which had olives on it. And so it had like 5 million views on this, and people were like, all about, olives, It's like everything these days. Everybody argues about everything. But I got thinking, I like black olives on pizza. Do you like black olives on pizza?
I don't like black olives. I don't like green olives. I don't like any olives.
You're not an olive person.
Nope.
Okay.
I like olive oil, but no olives.
And I knew you weren't.
No,
yeah, you don't like it.
no.
See, I love regular olives. I mean, I love olives. I don't eat olives a lot, but when I do. No, but I every once in a while, I always keep a jar of olives around, like green olives, because I like them. And sometimes I'm like, ooh, an olive would be good right now. So I'll eat a couple olives and just go, okay, that was good. But black olives on pizza, absolutely. I think it's really good. So let us know, 806-900-9630, Terminix text line this morning. Olives on pizza, yes or no? Listen, I grew up, and I know you hate that.
Peggy likes olives, all kinds of olives. So
I just don't eat it.
Peggy's a fan.
I'm kind of surprised you don't like olives, though. Black olives especially seems like something that you probably would. I mean, that's interesting. I'm really surprised a little bit.
There was one point in time, I can't remember how old I was, I decided, I'm going to try to overcome some of these foods.
Right.
Because, it's always difficult whenever you have people coming over to your house. Oh, yeah, we don't like onions, or we don't like this, we don't like that. And so then, you don't think about that. And then it's like there's nothing there for them to eat.
Right.
So I've tried to overcome that so nobody has to worry about me being a picky eater. Olives was one I just could not do.
Really?
Even the juice from the olive that gets on a charcuterie board, I'm like, if I like take a carrot stick and it has olive juice
like
on it.
for you?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Doritos, you mean?
Doritos, yeah, I mean.
But
That's funny.
yeah,
Okay,
I'm
that's
not a
interesting.
fan.
Did not know that about you. Wow, we learn something about each other all the time on this show. I knew you probably didn't like olives because it's just one of those things that you don't get too far out of the main lane, really, on stuff, really. But
Desi's a no.
KK, yes, all olives, yeah.
Carl's a no.
Yeah.
Miss Lisa's a yes. She doesn't care. She likes black or green, loves them.
too.
Nacho says no.
I just like things
KK,
separately.
yes.
Like pineapple. Like I love pineapple. I
Right.
mean, like, I could just down that all the
Right.
time. I just don't like it on pizza.
Yeah, I don't mind it on pizza, but I tell you what, green olives. You don't see this on pizza very much, but I grew up. My mom would make a pizza that she'd cut up. It was like it was weenie pizza basically. You get like hot dogs,
weenie pizza.
and you just slice them up.
Was it teeny?
And
My wife would love it.
but that's right. She likes the
Yeah.
I didn't say pickles.
Oh, I thought, okay, I was thinking pickles. Never
Yeah.
mind. Not
But anyway,
like
she
the
would
wiener.
slice them up and put them on the pizza, and and all the mozzarella cheese, all the stuff, and then green olives. And it sounds like it's one of those things that you go, what? Listen, that was one of my favorite things growing up. It really was, and still to this day. Sometimes when I have pizza, I'll get some green olives, and I'll just I'll slice them up, put them on there because it's just that there's something about those green olives that just
Interesting.
it's good. Mostly black olives on pizza, but the green olives, yeah, I like olives.
I'm going to
That's
go out on a
funny,
limb
y'all.
and
That's-
just try it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
why
not going to try it on pizza, but I'll try it.
Yeah,
What's funny
okay.
is Ruben says don't like olives, no, but on pizza, yes.
Yeah, yeah. I just think they just add a little something. That's what I'm surprised. I can see the green olive thing for you, but black olives, I would have guessed that you like black olives on pizza just because of it's kind of a added little.
I like
a little
mushrooms.
Je ne sais quoi, yeah.
I like mushrooms.
I like mushrooms.
So
Oh, no,
my brother likes olives. So whenever we go and do our breaking bread and sacrificing chickens for our football rituals, we usually, if we're out and about and we have to order a pizza, it's half olives, half without.
Okay, that's funny. Hey, by the way, I did. I made some pizzas yesterday. Pat has inspired me to get because I've got a Green Mountain Grill pellet grill, right? And I have the pizza oven attachment for it, and it's really awesome. So like you can heat your grill up to like 350 with this pizza oven attachment, and the temperature in the pizza oven will get up to about 800 degrees.
And that's what you need.
Yes,
It's hot, very hot.
And you put it in there for like 3 to 5 minutes,
Yep.
and man, it cooks up the crust and everything. So did this yesterday. The one thing that I got to figure out.
Invite. Wow. We invited you to our house for pizza, but okay, good to know.
Jeff, you weren't supposed to say that when we had that last night.
All right, tell me about the pizza. Tell us about the pizza.
Okay, so the reason I didn't invite anybody wasn't
It's because you hadn't perfected it yet.
I'm not good at it. Pat, your brother,
Yeah,
is
he's
amazing
perfected it.
at it. I mean, he's the gold standard of pizza
Jeff, I
in
didn't
the
think it
grill.
was that
and
bad.
Shh, I told you not to say anything. No, he was not there. I promise he wasn't there. Stop it.
Okay.
Why do you want to be that way? See, now I'm really in trouble. I didn't do anything. No.
Oh, no, Colleen, I wasn't there. I wasn't even close to the action.
All right, I'm
It's
going
all
to turn your
good.
microphone off.
Y'all-
Stop it. He was not there. Anyway, listen.
I wasn't, Colleen. I wasn't.
What I'm trying to say here, if you'll just give me a chance.
Too late.
Okay. Oh, man.
No,
Golly.
just teasing.
No,
But
I didn't invite anybody over because
No.
I haven't perfected things yet. Pat is the gold standard
Yes.
of pizza. He really is.
it took years to perfect it.
Right. And so but it made me think, you know what? I need to get that pizza oven thing out again. So yesterday
I
afternoon,
mean, we
got
had a
there.
little hard time screwing that in right there.
Will you stop it? Will you stop it? Anyway, so I get my grill all cleaned up and everything. Find the pizza thing. You put you have to put that down in. It's got a pizza stone and all the stuff. And stop it! I'm gonna turn the
I
microphone
did
off.
not say anything.
Okay,
I
now
know.
Jesse said he was there. You invited Jesse?
Oh, come on, y'all! Oh my gosh. Anyway.
It's okay. I see how it is. All good.
Okay, the reason I'm talking about this is because I'm trying
Tell
to...
us about your pizza.
Well, I'm trying to say that Pat's really good at what he does because there's a lot of nuances about it that, like when you put, you get the pizza peel, which is the big old giant spatula thing, right?
Yep.
And so you put the pizza on that and you will put it in the oven, but you've got to put the cornmeal on the pizza peel. Otherwise, it won't slide off in there, and then you're sitting there trying to get stuck on the pizza peel a little bit, so you can't. So I used the Big Dave. Jeff's Pizza wasn't bad. Okay, Big Dave. Yeah, everybody was there, Colleen. But I put cornmeal on there to start with, but it wasn't enough, and so it still kind of got stuck. So I took it back in the house, pulled up both edges, put a whole bunch more cornmeal underneath it, and then it did. When I went back, it slid right off and went into the pizza oven. So I learned one thing right there. You need quite a bit of cornmeal, really. You can go go big on that.
I know that's one of the things that my brother uses because he had to make sure, hey, y'all got cornmeal? I'm like, yes. And I looked in the cupboard. We didn't. So I told Michael, we're going to need some cornmeal.
Yeah, so I did that, but I figured out you got to go pretty generous on it for that pizza to slide in, okay? So that I learned that. The one thing that I got to get with Pat about and figure out, though, is because once you do that, you got all that cornmeal in there, and it's such a high temperature, the cornmeal that's underneath that pizza will burn, like it turns black, and it'll get on the crust.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't understand, how are you supposed to not have that happen?
I felt like everybody liked it, though. I mean, I felt like everybody was like really eating it up, though. I mean, the black crust didn't really hit.
Okay, I've about had enough of you. Okay, stop it. Colleen's going to start throwing punches here in a minute.
Yeah, Ruben's even chiming in.
Yeah. Y'all are going to get me in trouble. Why does everybody like getting me in trouble? I love you people.
I guess next time you should add my brother to the invite list so he can help you.
Listen, I've been sincere here. I mean,
right, what else did you learn?
Coming to your house and eating the pizza and having such a wonderful time, it inspired me to think, you know what? I need to get my pizza oven out and learn how to be better about that and learn how to do that. And so that's what I was trying to do, and it was pretty good overall.
Did you put olives on your pizza?
You know, I didn't actually last night, ironically enough, but I do like olives, obviously. So, but what I need to figure out is how do you go about not having that cornmeal burn on the pizza stone where it adheres to the crust, and then it almost gives a burned feeling to the bottom of the crust.
But does it taste burnt?
Well, a little bit,
really?
Yeah. And so I was just like, okay, I don't understand how to make that, because it wasn't burnt, but it's that cornmeal underneath there that has the problem. So.
Carl says, hey, Jeff, I think I left my jacket at your house.
y'all need to stop.
Wake up! Hear the Jeff Mudflap and the Gang podcast on the new Sonic KLLL mobile app.
Oh, last night when we were at Jeff's, we were talking about all that pizza. Oh, I'm sorry.
Stop it.
My bad. No, hey, listen, if you're thinking about owning land and you're needing to go with a bank, you need to go with Ag Texas Farm Credit. They are awesome. Land on your feet with Ag Texas. So whether you're dreaming of owning the land beneath your feet or securing your financial footing with your agriculture operations, Ag Texas Farm Credit Lending is here to help you. They're from building your Royal Dream home to purchasing farmland or even securing that perfect hunting lease. Ag Texas Farm Credit is your partner in turning those dreams into reality. So find a location near you, or you can head to their website at agtexas.com. Land ownership, you're one step closer with Ag Texas Farm Credit.
House Community Theater, they're having a big fundraising community celebration. They're doing a Wicked sing-along event.
Ooh.
So if you loved Wicked, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know that I know enough songs.
Defying gravity. Yeah, that
was a good one.
Yeah, sing it better than that. But you call that singing? No, not really. But
I thought you stubbed your toe or something.
I'm having a medical emergency, so yeah, it'll be all right.
Heimlich.
Friday, June 6th, 8 o'clock, Buddy Holly Hall is when this thing will be happening. They say ticket reservations are required. You can make donations at the door, free entry for the community, but they'd still like to have reservations so they can just kind of keep track of, because it's in the Helen Jones Devitt. Is it Devitt or Devitt? Devitt?
Devitt.
Is it Devitt? Devitt.
I'd go with Devitt.
Well, I'm going to trust you on names, absolutely. So, Buddy Holly Hall. But the Wicked Sing-Along event sounds like fun, June 6th. So this is a big fundraiser for Yellow House Community Theater. So if that's something you are into, then there you go. Mark that on your calendar. All right. Well, if you're just joining us here, man, I just kind of stepped all into it, and then everybody's making me sound like I'm a terrible person this morning.
For what, Jeff?
All I said was
you were a host. You were a host the other night, and it was awesome.
No, I wasn't. And see, you need to quit saying that. See, everybody's joining in this morning, and it's making me look bad. All I did was, after going to your house last weekend, Colleen, your brother was there. He made pizza for us on the grill. It was amazing. He's like the master of making pizza. And so I thought, you know what? I have a pizza oven attachment for my pellet grill, and I haven't used it for like 2 years. So I thought, I'm going to get that out, and I'm going to start making pizzas again and see if I can get anywhere close. I can't, because Patrick is really the man when it comes to the pizza. It really is.
I thought the big long hat on your head was just, I thought that was perfect.
You weren't there, and you need to quit saying that, because see, now everybody's chiming in with
Ruben,
all
Big
this.
Paul, Carl, Patrick, not my brother, Jesse.
Yeah, me and Big Paul, we were just
and
yeah,
then my brother actually says, I was there, sis, sorry. Jeff's just a bad student, though. And now I'm going.
Seriously?
And now I'm going, so my brother was in town and he didn't come see me. So now I'm mad at you and my brother.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
That's okay. I'm learning where I rate. And you have everybody else over.
Patrick, those cigars we smoked last night were great.
Okay,
those were awesome.
now
those were good.
You guys,
Jeff brought the hostess to host us.
Just stop. You weren't there. Nobody was there.
Yes, Colleen, we weren't there. No, we weren't.
You're just trying to get me in trouble.
Nobody was there.
I can't believe Patrick's even trying to get me in trouble, too.
I know, because
seriously?
he
got himself in trouble, right? No, listen, but the only reason I brought it up was because Patrick made such great pizzas, and his crust is amazing. And the one thing I knew...
That was maybe some of the best pizza I've ever had.
Yeah, it was.
You were the second best. But other
you
than
weren't
that,
there.
Patrick
Quit
was
saying
good.
that. Quit saying that. All right. Anyway, nobody was there. Nobody was there. Colleen,
I didn't invite your own wife?
Wow.
She was there.
Go?
She was there. She was there. But
Kathy was in the back room.
We didn't have guests, okay? We didn't have guests. So, but the one thing that I couldn't figure out was when you put it on the pizza peel to put it into the oven, you're supposed to use cornmeal.
Right.
But the cornmeal kept like burning underneath the crust on the pizza stone, and it was, it made it seem like the crust was burned, but it wasn't really the crust that was burned, it was that cornmeal. So I was like, well, how do you have to use the cornmeal to keep it, to slide it off the pizza peel into the oven and to be able to take it out and move it, and so that was the one thing that I couldn't figure out in the two pizzas I did. So I just got to get better. So I'm hoping that maybe Patrick can give me some sort of a insight on, is there a trick to that, or do you just, do you clean it between each one? I don't know. I'm still learning. Basically alone,
Oh, yes.
Again,
Jeff,
no one was there. So
Jeff, we got you back. Yeah.
Well, since you're
no,
so buddy-buddy with my
nobody
brother,
was
I'll
there.
let you guys figure that out.
Whoa,
Because I don't
wasn't
know.
there.
That's a good question.
He wasn't there.
No, he wasn't
there.
No.
No, nobody was there.
So well, yeah, there's something to that, inspiring of that, because my goal, I think it was a few nights later after my brother had left, he's like, no, let's do a frozen pizza. I think we were just kind of not really wanting to cook.
Frozen pizza.
Well, frozen pizza on the grill doesn't work either.
Oh, does it not?
No, it did in ours. We had to take it off pretty quick because it burned
You know, the thing that's interesting is that
the crust.
when I first got my pizza oven thing, one of the things that when I was reading about like making the crust in particular, it said you should make the crust, get the dough and everything, make the crust, and put it in the freezer. And then that way it's firm and everything. Then you make the pizza on that, and by the time you put it on the grill, then it cooks and, defrosts or whatever. I don't know. But it didn't do that this time, and it worked just fine. But Patrick doesn't do that. He just has the dough. He makes it right there, puts the toppings on it.
This,
In there.
How does he make that? Does he cook it all day? Like,
Yes.
I mean,
Well,
so he makes the yeast rise?
he made the dough that morning. That
Okay,
Saturday
that's what
morning,
it was. I don't know
and-
did you do that, Jeff? Did you start in the morning? But I couldn't tell.
Listen, let me just.
afternoon.
Okay, you weren't there, so
Yeah.
I understand why you asked me that
I-
question.
yeah.
You obviously weren't
Well,
there.
he wasn't there in the morning time
He wasn't
while you
there
were prepping the dough.
He wasn't there any time. See, this is how rumors get started. Now people go, man, Jeff, how rude. He doesn't invite everybody
I was
over.
standing over your bed.
Okay, Amy, there's the bromance you were talking
Yeah,
about.
that's right before the cops showed up. So
I only
yeah.
had that happen one time in life. That was weird.
Okay, let's not tell story time there now. Let's keep focused on this
Oh
one
yes,
issue here.
yes, your pizza.
So-
that was good. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Go ahead. Look, y'all. I didn't have guests over. Okay, so you people, they're trying to get me in trouble. Anyway, so in full disclosure, I didn't make the crust or the dough for that. Kathy made that.
Oh, Kathy.
I haven't attempted that. I'm not like Patrick, he does everything. I might get there someday, but that's not really my goal. I don't really care about making the dough. But anyway, it's my deal is just mastering the cook of the pizza, not all the prep work to get to the pizza. Okay,
Jeff, you're amazing. Just you're a good guy.
all right, thanks.
Let's face it, Kathy's really the amazing one. His job is 4 minutes. She did everything else.
4 minutes, not bad. All right,
4 minutes.
Okay, and she did most of the prep work. Okay, look.
That's funny.
Well, that's complicated. Making dough. I don't know how to make dough.
Jeff.
I've never done that in my life.
I've never either.
You got it. That's a tricky thing to do. You don't just walk in there and start making the dough. You just don't do that. But what I would do is that you can go buy in the store. You can get like some kind of pizza dough kind of thing or something, right? Can't you? I mean, you can make it out of a mix or something.
Yes.
She made it from a real She made it. So it's
wow.
homemade.
She probably
I don't
grew
know
it
how to do that.
out of the
Okay,
plant.
I don't know how to do that. All right.
I'm not surprised.
I don't think Colleen believes anything you're saying. She has that look like, yeah, go ahead. And what else are you going to tell Jeff?
No, it's funny. No, because I tried to help my brother, but he likes
He doesn't want
things
it.
cut a certain way,
Yeah.
which I love that. Whenever we're at each other's houses and we're helping with prep, it's like, okay, how do you cut your mushrooms or how do you cut your onions?
Right.
So we're very aware of that we both have the things that we like to do a certain way, and so we're very respectful like that.
Kitchen Nazi.
I'm not. You want to come over and help?
Okay.
We're good. Just sit on the couch.
What Derek say? Pillsbury Doughboy. Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
the
you could
Pillsbury
probably
Doughboy.
use. Do they have that?
They have a pizza.
they have
Yes,
pizza dough?
There's a
Pillsbury
pizza dough.
Yeah.
Now, see, that's what I could do that.
Patrick, not my brother. This is a good idea. Get one from Papa Murphy's and then put it on the grill.
That's a great idea. That's
Yeah,
a great
the
idea.
one that you
Nice,
cook from your
Patrick.
house.
Well, I want to make the pizza still. I don't just want to put a pizza on
You've
there
st-
that
Jeff,
I heat
Then why
up.
is
Jeff.
Kathy doing it?
Jeff, you would be
because-
great putting that. You would
If you-
just put it right in there. You'd still be doing it.
I'd be heating it at that point.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
no, I want to. I'm trying to master the cooking of the thing first, and then I will back up into the next thing, like maybe
Okay.
the sauce, the putting the toppings on, doing that whole thing.
Jeff?
Once I get that, then eventually I'll get back to making the dough. I mean, I'd like to figure out how to do that, but you can't do all of that in one weekend. That's
I
a
hear
lot.
you, Jeff.
That's a lot.
You want to do the calculus and not the 2 + 2s. I got you.